What is going on, comic fam? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and I'm here with another new Comic Book Day video for the week of the 21st. So let's get right into it. But before we do that, check this out. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel and ring that notification bell. Got a lot of good content coming up. If you saw the announcement video yesterday, I'm on vacation right now, but I have an amazing week of content planned while I'm gone. It's going to be a week of keys. So every day this week, I'll be unboxing a key comic, and not just little keys. There's some big keys in there, and a grand finale on Friday, as well as other books included in them as well. And I'm going to be trying to do some lives throughout the week and hanging out while I'm on vacation. So definitely don't want to miss any of that. A lot of great stuff coming up. And if you're looking to buy any books, be sure to check out my secondary Instagram page. The link is in the description below. If you don't see anything you're looking for, be sure to go ahead and just DM the page directly. And everything is priced to sell. So it's a lot of good stuff going on there. Thousands of books to be added, and it's just getting started. So let's get right into it. Like I said, new comic book days coming up. A lot of good books. Let's see some of the ones starting off that are going to be in my pull list or in my read list. So first off, Flash 772 is slated for this coming week. We just had the annual last week. Pretty much solidified that Wally West has taken the reins back. He is the fastest man alive. He looks like going to be front running, which is really exciting for me. I'm definitely Team Wally. So we're going to be getting into a brand new story arc. It looks like we're going to be kicking it off with Heat Wave. So let's see if this book holds up as well as that last arc did, because that last arc ended spectacularly. Next up, we have Nightwing number 82 from Tom Taylor. Now, I do not pick up hard copies of this. It's just a straight digital read for me. It's a good story, but I don't collect Nightwing specifically. But Tom Taylor is crushing this title. Last issue had two big reveals in it. We got the first full appearance of Heartless, as well as the mysterious Melinda Zuko here that claimed to be Dick Grayson's sister. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Next up, Chip Zdarsky. No, this is Bendis' Justice League. There's a lot of Justice League coming out right now. But this is Brian Michael Bendis' Justice League. It looks like it's crossing over with Checkmate that just started here. And we're kind of seeing Ollie's kind of fracturing from the team off a little bit here. And the rest of the Justice League is taking off into space to chase down Sinmar, who appeared in that last issue, who was the last big Superman villain from Bendis' run on that title. So this is looking like it's going to end up being pretty good. I like it when they kind of start tying the continuity between the stories together. They've been doing that really well with Suicide Squad, so I'm glad to see that they're starting to do it with other titles. It also has a Justice League backup story in it, written by Ron V, which has been stellar. So Legends of the Dark Knight issue number 3 or 4. Let's see, number 4 is coming out. I've already read it. It is a digital first series. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. But I'm not necessarily collecting this series, but I am collecting all of these 1 in 25 variants, so I'll be tracking down that quiz cover. Also, we have issue number 2 of 8 of Tom King's Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. That was a very strong first issue. Seemed a little bit different than a lot of the other stuff Tom King has out right now, so I'm excited to see where this is going to go. I've heard it compared to like True Grit, and it is a lot how it seemed, but as the Cosmic Campfire pointed out, we only had 2 True Grit, so that's fine to get another one. Next up, we have an issue number 1, Superman and the Authority. So I'm really pumped about this one. It looks like it has elements of what's going on in current Superman, as well as what we saw in Future State. We see that he has that Kingdom Come S on his chest like he did in Future State. And we're also supposed to be having him like putting together his own authority team. And this is supposed to be kind of leading into events that get him to War World. So I'm definitely excited for that. Kind of bummed to see that it's not a Black Label title, because with the Authority, you could definitely push the envelope. But Grant Morrison is writing it. So it should be pretty solid. Next up, I'm on the fence about this one if I'm going to do digital or a floppy copy, but it's Blue and Gold, the new Booster Gold and Blue Beetle series. So I don't really know what the synopsis is on this, other than like something about boosters trying to push a lot of stuff with social media. So I don't know what the actual storyline is going to be, but love the characters. Best buddy cop team up I've ever seen. Then we have Shazam, issue number 1 of 4, and this is going to be written by Tim Sheridan, and this looks like it's going to be kind of like a gap filler from current to future state as well. We know that Billy has not been able to dial into the power of the champion, and is kind of looking at why. He has been at the Titans Tower trying to figure everything out, but it looks like he's going to have to go on a walkabout to go on a whole little quest to get into it. So we do know from future state that Billy kept himself in hell to keep his innocence in hell guarding a door to keep an evil back, and he left Shazam, the actual champion, out in the free world, untethered to Billy just to run amok. It was pretty wild. Next up from Ryan Parrott, we have Power Rangers issue number 9. I have no clue what they're going to be doing with this. This Power Rangers is, I don't know, it's kind of lost me a little bit. I'm hoping that it picks back up, but we saw in that last issue that the Imperial did destroy a planet, and we also got the big reveal that one of the Imperials was actually being shot called by one of the Eltarians, a race that Zordon, the guy in the tube, is a part of, is actually bossing around the Imperial. So I'm wondering how that's even possible, who they really answer to, how he's so powerful. I don't know. But that's all I have on my actual Bring Home With Me list. There are a lot of other titles coming out, so let's take a look at some of those. We have Thor Annual number 1, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 28, Marauders issue number 22, New Mutants issue number 20. We have Darth Vader issue number 14, as well as Catwoman issue number 33. We've got Aliens number 5 with an awesome cover of the Queen Alien on there, as well as Captain Marvel issue number 30. And then here's a big one, Moon Knight issue number 1. The new Moon Knight series is starting, and there's a lot of people talking about it that I've heard already. A lot of awesome variants out there, and people are getting hyped for the TV show coming. Then we have Savage Avengers issue number 22. We've got Jabba the Hutt issue number 1, which obviously all these Star Wars are tie-ins to the War of the Bounty Hunter. There's so many. Then Star Wars and the High Republic Adventures from IDW, and that's issue number 6. Gamma Flight issue number 2 of the limited series, as well as another Extreme Carnage one-shot. It looks like it says Phage on the cover. Phage, I'm not sure who that is. It looks like Carnage to me. Next up, we have Skybound X, and this is one that I'm not picking up floppy copies of, but I have been reading the Rick Grimes 2000 story in it, as well as sporadic ones that I'm actually familiar with, like the Murder Falcon and the Ultra Mega. But then we have Dark Blood number 1, and that's looks like a Boom number 1 right there, and Boom's been really hitting lately. And then we have an Image number 1 with Siphon, as well as Compass number 2. So that's all that I have on the list for this week. There are some other titles coming out, a lot of indies, nothing really major, it seems like. It seems like a pretty moderate week. But if you want to know what my hot pick for this week is going to be sure to go check out the Comic Vets channel. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, because every Sunday he drops a video where him and I both pick one book and explain why you should consider picking it up. And also I want to give a big shout out to the Augusta Book Exchange, my LCS. They're the keepers of my comics and guardians of my pool box. They always make sure everything I'm looking for is safe and secure and waiting on me when I get there. You'll find no better customer service anywhere, and you can check them out on Facebook. All right, guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you're picking up. If you think I'm missing something off this list that I just need to grab, need to read, need to check out, I'll do my best to do it. And join me every Sunday night for At Weeks in the spoiler-filled look back at This Week in Comics and so much more. So until next time, guys, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.